And it's time for our show. I've got Mike and Steve here. We're going to do early betting for August 5th. And actually, we're going to even do a bet for tonight in the football game. We're all excited. Hall of Fame game. My boy Dick Vermeil, St. Louis Rams, baby. Lucky to win that.
Sun's out, guns out.
OddsJam Player Prop mobile app. The link is below for iPad, iPhone, and Mac computers. Discord link below for those paid picks, folks. You got to go there and get them now. Click the links below for the best sports books in your state, and also the OddsJam Partner Program. Share that with your friends. Get 20% of all the revenue generated from that link. There's live chat available. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. What else, Mike, is going on?
Oh, all kinds of stuff is going on, Bob. You got to fill out that form below in the description. Get a personal one-on-one tutorial on how you can make $2,500 plus per month sports betting. Also, get on TikTok, OddsJam_nuts. Get a hold of me, Mike at OddsJam.com. Get a hold of Bob at OddsJam.com. Simple enough. And
don't forget the Calendly links, Mike.
That's right. Click those Calendly links below. Schedule yourself an appointment
with Mike. Everybody likes. Oh no, everybody likes Mike on those one-on-ones, man. They don't want to talk to me anymore.
Oh,
you know why that is? It's because I tell them
Mike's personable. You're not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm the most impersonable person out there. But hey, I got cool glasses. All right. Steve has a bet for tonight in this football game, okay? And Steve, take over. What do you got going on?
Yeah. So, well, let's take a moment to say football is back, baby. Everyone loves betting. Baseball, basketball is awesome. Golf's cool. Football is king, without a doubt. Football is NFL's the biggest sport to bet in the world. Everyone loves to bet it. So back, obviously, it is preseason. Take it with a grain of salt. However, preseason can be the best time to bet the NFL because, in some situations, you have the information where one team doesn't want to win, the other team wants to win. So it's like having tomorrow's paper today. But tonight's not that case. But, the Hall of Fame game is typically just, none of the starters really play. It's the second stringers. But the angle that I like is the Jags' second half. So I would say wait until halftime to bet it. So here's the reason why. So, obviously, and let me just get a few things off my chest. I saw articles this week, people saying, Trevor Lawrence, new coach, he's not playing. I saw someone say that this game's in Las Vegas. It's in Canton. It's the Hall of Fame game. It's in Canton, right? But Canton is Josh McDaniels, the Raiders' new head coach's hometown. 2 Raiders are getting inducted. They're going to be jacked. The Raiders' roster from top to bottom is definitely better. Their second stringers are better than the Jags' second stringers. So I do like the Raiders' first half. I'm not betting that, but it's -1. I like it. I also like the under, 14.5. Those would be leans. But what I really like is the Jags' second half because they're starting off with Luton, who actually I think started 3 games last year. He did okay. But in the second half, when the third stringers come in, the Jags are starting Kyle Sloter. And you may not know who he is, but he is the preseason god. Okay, here are his stats. 11 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1,223 yards, 74% completion percentage. He's 6'5", big guy. He can run. And he had a 58-mile-per-hour ball speed at the combine. That's more than Patrick Mahomes, who only had 55. This guy is just a preseason stud. And he's actually going to be in good form because he just got done playing in the USFL for the New Orleans Breakers. So he's going to come in. I love him to just take apart the Raiders' third stringers. I'm hoping that we can get the Jags at maybe +7 or more. Like a 7-0 half, Raiders would be ideal. But I like the Jags second half no matter what. I'll tweet it out. I mean, if the Jags are up, I still like it, to be honest. Yeah, I still like it. I think.
All right. So Jags second half, and there is no line on that right now that I can find. But
yeah, it'll come out at halftime.
and obviously, that's money line second half, right?
I would take the spread too because, well, it all depends. But I'll tweet it out. But Jag second half will be my play unless they're up like 14-0. But even I still like it. So
Okay.
Jag
All right.
second half.
All right. Very good. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Mike, are you ready for this? Let's go to the NFC North while we're on football. And let's take a look at the odds here. The best number you can get for the Packers is -165. So the -205 on the perfect line. The best number you can get for the Vikings right now is +300, +258 on the perfect line. And, you know, you might as well forget the Lions and Bears according to the books right now, because +1,000 and +1,400. Mike, is there any chance that anybody is going to dethrone the Green Bay Packers?
I mean, it's going to be tough, maybe, but you know what? We'll have to see what happens with Minnesota. You know, they get a new head coach. You know, there's no doubt that Minnesota has a boatload of talent offensively, right?
Right.
Dalvin Cook, obviously, he's got to stay healthy. That's a big key. So there's some unknowns with Minnesota, and that's kind of part of the problem with, you know, if we're going on past experience, yeah, the Minnesota Vikings are going to put up some points, and they've got some talent, but they just don't get the job done. And we don't know if we can continue to rely on a guy like Kirk Cousins. So if we're looking at the best quarterback in this division is still Aaron Rodgers, even losing Devontae Adams. Now, I'm with Steve on the fact that the Detroit Lions are going to be a lot more improved this year. And keep in mind, this team was almost in every game they played. It's not like they were getting demolished. I mean, there was a time. When did they win their first game? Then weren't they like 0-8, 9 for a while? I mean, it took them a while to win that first game, but they were still like in every game, man. Like they won.
Let's give Henry Ford here the floor, Mr. Ford, with your Detroit Lions. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best bet in this division is to bet the Bears to finish with the worst record in the NFL. I'm not sure what those odds are. I'm looking on DraftKings. I don't see them. That team's horrendous. So, you know, they'll go 0-6 in the division. I mean, the Packers have a soft schedule again. So despite being the 1 seed, they got a very easy draw. But, you know, I have serious concerns about their offense because what did Rodgers do all of last year? He force-fed Adams. You know, he's the kind of guy who needs rapport with his receivers, or he starts pouting. You know, this guy, you know, could have went to the Broncos and maybe won a Super Bowl, but he decided to stay because it was more important for him to be the highest paid player in NFL history than get another Super Bowl. You know, I was all aboard the Packers last year. They severely let me down. It's like you know, like –
who's the guy that's replacing Adams? What's his name?
I mean, you got Lazard.
Yeah. Is that the main guy that's replacing him? Because I heard Aaron Rodgers say something about going from one Hall of Fame receiver to the next.
No. That was Adams who said he was going from one Hall of Fame quarterback to the next.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's Alan Lazard, it's Amari Rodgers, they did get Sammy Watkins. Who cares? You know, they lost you know, a few guys. They lost Saint what's his name, Mike? You're better players than me. That Amari St. Brown or no?
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's with Detroit. Yeah.
He's with Detroit. No, but whoever they're really, I guess, third string was last year. Yeah, so Lazard's number one, I guess.
I mean, Randall Cobb was there last year, correct?
Cobb's still there.
Is he?
Yeah, Cobb's still there. But then they lost.
You guys are totally wrong on the quote.
Valdez-Scantling.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Guys, you're wrong on the quote. The quote was not Adams. The quote, here it is from Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it's always tough going from one Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer. From Devontae to Alan Lazard. It's going to be a transition, but he's capable of a lot. So Aaron Rodgers is basically saying right now, yeah, he's basically saying Alan Lazard is going to be a Hall of Famer.
That can't be real.
That is real. I heard the quote. I heard it on ESPN. I knew I was right about that.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, he may have said that. But yeah, they lost Valdez-Scantling as well, so that's going to hurt them. But yeah, I if I were to have to pick a winner of this division, the best bet for it would probably, in all honesty, it probably would be Minnesota if you really look at what they have and the fact Green Bay is going to take some steps backwards. But I'm just, again, Detroit is certainly going to be a much improved team.
I agree.
I'm just not sure if they've got playoffs written on them right now. But I feel like that NFC wild card spot is going to be a little bit more muddied up than what you're going to see in the AFC is loaded. The NFC, you could see somebody sneak in that you wouldn't expect, and we could have a surprise team. So don't turn away from Detroit for a sneaky wild card,
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think them to make the playoffs, excellent bet. I think them to win the division, that might be reaching a tad. But Bob, Rodgers is a smartass. He said that just because he was making fun of what Adam said. He didn't actually mean that Lazard's going to be Hall of Famer.
Let me explain something to you, bud.
Well,
that was the only quote in the media. Your Devontae Adams quote never made the mainstream news. Okay.
Yes, it did. That's why Rodgers said that.
That's why Rodgers said that.
It's because it's Aaron Rodgers. And he came in looking like, what do we say? Con Air, Nicolas Cage from Con Air.
Yeah, he did.
So, he's being a cocky thing and having a good time with it. And you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't think that he doesn't believe in Alan Lazard, who is going to take Adams' position, and he's going to get Adams type throws, we'll just have to see how the offense works. Aaron Rodgers, I've seen him do a lot of things over the years, man. A lot of things. Well, we get some.
I'll tell you what. Jared Goff has got himself an opportunity. No, it's probably it's a stretch to say, well, he's got weapons as good as he had with the Rams, when he was there. But I'll tell you what, they sure do look pretty good if you take a look at what he's going to have. You've got DeAndre Swift. I'm pretty impressed with the kid when he's healthy. Yeah. He's certainly a capable running back. You've got Street Brown, Amon. How do you say his name? Amon Ra?
Yeah.
A fantasy machine last year. They got DJ Chark now. Josh Reynolds. I mean, that's a guy.
Yeah.
Was Goff there with Reynolds with the Rams? I can't remember.
Yeah. Last year, Khalif, and they have the ex-Titan Khalif Raymond, who's decent. I mean, and they have the best offensive line in the NFL.
And Hawkinson, TJ Hawkinson is a stud of a tight end.
Exactly right, Mike. Exactly right.
I mean,
exactly.
The more I think about it, yes, Steve. The Lions are an excellent bet to maybe look at as a playoff team.
And Okudah is going to be back, the first-round pick from 2021. Aiden Hutchinson, I'm a big fan. I think he can be an immediate impact player off the edge. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a pretty big bet on Lions over wins. 6.5 is a joke. I think they smoke that.
I think they will. The question is, do they get the double digits?
I do. I think their ceiling's 11. It would take a lot to go right, but I think they can do it.
Okay. All right. We got to do a couple of positive EV plays here. Show a couple things. So let me share my screen here real quick.
Oh, the chat. Okay, I got it.
Forget that in the chat. We're not going to pay any attention.
They're wanting to see the dog.
Oh.
They're wanting to see the dog. Here you go.
You're kind of going crazy on the dog now. Here, hang on. Hang on.
Now we got it. Hey, the chat went. Hey, he wants to see the dog. There's the dog, man.
All right, there you go. Hi, Izzy.
That's the dog.
Hi, Izzy.
Look, they want to see you.
Say something, honey.
You could be popular.
Can you talk?
No, you're not interested.
All right. Let me get out of this solo here. Wow. The dog's more popular than we are, Mike.
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right. Thank you. You're welcome. Epic. Absolutely. Fantastic. Appreciate it, bro. All right, Mike, here's what I got. I told Steve about this. There's 2 plays that I'm hitting for tomorrow night, and they're on the Positive EV page. The Brewers on the run line against the Reds, -1.5, +102 on the perfect line, +107 on the no vig fair odds, taking the juice out, +110 on Caesars. I'm hitting that, Mike. I think that's a good play. And there's another one right below it on the page. Hopefully it stays, and it did. The Mariners also on the run line, -1.5, 12-cent market with +111 on the perfect line, +116 when you take the juice out, +120 on DraftKings. What do you think of those 2 plays for tomorrow night, Mike?
I like them, but I'll tell you what, that Brewers-Reds game, because Cincinnati, as bad as they are, their offense has been really good lately. That game's in Milwaukee. I think I like the over in that game, just based upon. Look, Pittsburgh was scoring some runs on Milwaukee as well, and they're not good offensively. They really aren't. Trust me, right. I promise. But hey, they tore Milwaukee up. But Cincinnati, on the other hand, as of late, dude, their offense is legit. Like they can put up some runs. They're so I like the over in that game for sure.
And then I'm gonna get. Mike's been telling me I got to go to he called it the KBO, and I'm doing it. I'm gonna take the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks under 1.5 first half team total. I'm gonna put 1/4 of a unit on this one.
Yeah, let's see what happens with it. Hey, I'm telling you right now, some of these positive EV plays for that stuff that's not like heavily bet on a lot, you find some value and you find some plays that hit.
Do you know?
I really do.
Mike, they're playing the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles.
Again, dude. You can't say the name, so you shouldn't be betting the game. You need to learn a little bit about it. Okay?
Say the name. You can't bet the game.
That is correct.
You play to win the game. All right. Brewers -1.5 +110 on the run line. Caesars, Mariners -1.5 on the run line, +120 DraftKings. And the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks under 1.5 +120 first half team total on DraftKings. That is plays that I am making for tomorrow, guys. And I am serious about it. This guy's saying that he's got $2,000 burning a hole in his pocket. Who does he bet on? He hates basketball, and he doesn't bet on animals. Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
Certainly right now.
Then I guess you're taking the Raiders first half because a Jaguar's an animal, technically.
Okay, there you go. Jaguars second half.
Yeah. Or no. But he won't bet on an animal. So Jaguars an animal.
That is true.
So do the Raiders. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Raiders first half.
All right.
You want a quick touch on the golf? How about our man Sung Jae? Gotta love
Sung Jae is in second place, behind John, and I always call him but his actual name is Hugh. John Hugh -9. Sung Jae M -7. Malnati and Wu are at -6. Stewart, Percy, Wise, Smotherman, Coles, Smalley, Moore, Cabrera, Bello, Glitchick are all at -5, and then -4 is a bunch of players.
Yeah.
Interesting tournament so far.
Let's get it together, Phillies.
Yeah. They give up another one.
It's Sung Jae.
We need right
Sung
now.
Jae to win this week. We need Sung Jae to win. That would be great.
Sung Jae's the live favorite, so
there you go.
Keep it rolling.
There you go. All right, folks. That takes care of our early betting for tomorrow. We're going to get out of here. Got time to go watch some football.
Yes.
Go Jags.
No kidding. If the Phillies screw this up, I will be so mad.
Noah Syndergaard, Thor is not as good as the Hulk.
Well, who's the Hulk?
I'm not sure. DeGrom?
The Phillies, they got the Philly fanatic. He's green. They should be the Hulk.
Is it Nola?
No,